and welcome to my vlog! Hello! For this video, I will share you the reasons for abusing drugs. In an article from Recovery Connection 2019, it listed 10 reasons why people using drugs. It explains that there are circumstances that put a person to choice between properly using drugs and abusing it. Here are the reasons.
Experimenting. It is not uncommon for addiction to stem from a person being curious and experimenting with drugs or alcohol. It is a scenario that often starts with a young person using alcohol or marijuana out of curiosity. While it seems harmless, adolescents that experiment with drugs and alcohol are more likely to develop substance use disorder according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse. Family history or genetics. If you have a family history of drug addiction, you may have a genetic predisposition to develop an addiction to drugs or alcohol. It is stated that about 30% to 70% of a person's risk for addiction is linked to the genes they are born with along with other social factors. Prescription drugs. There is a popular misconception that any medication prescribed by a doctor is safe. Unfortunately, that is not always the case. Doctors prescribe medication to alleviate symptoms of physical or mental health issues. However, many individuals are not properly educated on the risk that the medication may carry. Chronic pain is often managed through opioid medication, which are highly addictive. Likewise, those suffering from anxiety and depression may be prescribed addictive medication to ease symptoms. Non-addictive medication and or pain recovery services are often available. Loneliness. Addiction can start when an individual feels lonely or is isolated from the friends and family. They turn to drugs and alcohol thinking that it will fill a void that they have been living with. People lacking positive daily interaction may choose to use substances to feel happy or content. Additionally, users begin to alienate themselves further if they fear being judged or that help is not available to them. Pressure. Peer pressure usually applies to adolescents or young adults. The need to fit in on some level is built into each and every one of us. Some people may feel the need to participate in potentially harmful activities to do so. The pressure of being around others who are abusing drugs or alcohol can push someone to follow suit. And alcohol can make you feel good. There is a popular quote in the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous that states, "Men and women drink essentially because they like the effect produced by alcohol. While this seems obvious, some people like the effect so much that they are unable to stop. It may be difficult to see the harm in something that makes you feel good." Mental health disorder. Depression, anxiety, and PTSD can put individuals a higher risk of developing an addiction. Using substances to cope with difficult feelings may seem like an easier path for some, though they may seem crippling at times. There is help available to anyone struggling with a mental health disorder. Non-narcotic medications are often available for most mental health disorders. It's worth researching with a doctor to see if there is an alternative to addictive medications. Recreation. Many people use drugs or alcohol socially with friends or to unwind after a long day. They often see substances as a way to relax or clear their minds. Recreational drug users are still at risk to become addicted if their use becomes more frequent or they use highly addictive substances. Alcohol isn't enough. For some, alcohol stopped doing the trick. A few beers after work or having drinks with friends at a local bar just doesn't have the same effect that it used to. Some individuals end up chasing a buzz that they were once able to attain with a few drinks. This can leave someone powerless over alcohol and unable to quit drinking. Self-medicating. People struggling with any of a multitude of ailments may turn to drugs or alcohol to ease their pain. Mental health disorders and chronic pain leave some seeking solutions on their own. Alcohol or other substances can alleviate symptoms and seem like a short-term solution. However, people should look for manageable long-term solutions under medical supervision to combat these issues.